Now, here's your host, Alana.
Welcome back to the Alana Show, where we spotlight the people making a real difference right here in our community. Today, I'm excited and honored to welcome a young gentleman whose heart and hustle have touched so many in Palm Beach County, Josh Smith. So Josh is the founder of Made You Hungry, his catering company that served over 240,000 meals in just 3.5 years. He's also the force behind Little Foodies, Florida, a nonprofit making sure kids in our area don't go hungry over the weekends. And if you follow the Jupiter, Florida Love page on Instagram, with its gorgeous local photos and 24,000 followers and growing, surprise, that's Josh too. Quietly building community every day. Josh, thank you so much for being here with us today and for everything you're doing for our neighbors. And I know we're going to inspire a lot of people with your story. And to you listening, feel free to go to any of Josh's social media at Made You Hungry, and it will make you hungry. Makes me hungry. The food looks great, which I want to talk about, obviously. But Little Foodies, which is adorable and a great cause, will encourage you. And then Jupiter's absolutely beautiful, and Josh grasped that concept and posts it. So let's start with Made You Hungry. So tell us how you started, how it all started, and did you ever imagine you'd serve nearly 250,000 meals in just a few years?
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be able to share the message about what we're doing in the community and helping the kids and families in need around our area. It's something that's very special to me, so this spotlight is just amazing for us. With Made You Hungry, it's a very long story, so I really have to make it simple. But I was a full-time real estate agent, and I owned a marketing company, and I was doing marketing for a grocery store. And then I wanted to just do my own thing. You know, I wanted to take full control and just go for something. I was 29 at the time, and I was just like, you know, I'm at that age where I can still go for something. I don't have a family, and I have more free time. So I had a dream. I was thinking about, like, what do I want to name it? What's the business model? And I had a dream, and I woke up, and I just screamed, Made You Hungry, and I was jumping up and down, and it was this, like, crazy moment. It was spiritual. It was really bizarre.
Amen.
Yeah, and I just said, I'm going to go for it. And 2 days later, I went viral on Facebook. And during that time, I come from a marketing background, so I had that capability. And during that time, the first 60 days, we reached 18 million people on Facebook. And
wow.
It gave us a really good start to be able to leverage, like, hey, we have influence, like whatever we do will end up being able to drive sales and get people that want to support. So I actually started a nationwide food delivery company, and it was crazy because it took off overnight. 4 months in, COVID happened, and I had a nationwide food delivery company delivering straight to your home. And I had Florida seafood I was shipping to people's homes, and grass-fed beef, pasteurized beef, like really good quality stuff. I went to the farms and visited. I found the best sources in the country. Mm-hmm. And I was shipping food, and it took off overnight. I had 4,200 customers in the United States within 7 months of starting a business. And it was just insane. And then the following summer, it was going good. And then the following summer, shipping delays ended it for me. So I ended up, literally.
What ended it?
Shipping delays.
Oh, yes.
Were a nightmare.
Oh, no.
So, my customers were getting their food late by 2 or 3 days, rotten meat and seafood, and I wasn't getting reimbursed. It was a nightmare. And I said, I'm all in. I'm not quitting. So I ended up door knocking to a bunch of restaurants, and I was like, hey, I've sold, a lot of food across the United States, and I was looking for an opportunity, and someone believed in me, and I received a kitchen. And once we started that new phase with catering and we did that pivot, the first couple of months were slow. And then I found contracts as the quickest way to win and get volume for my business while I'm trying to establish it and get credibility. And the contract catering side of it all really was great for us. It gave us, it put us in a position to be highly profitable. we were doing about 400 meals a day within 6 months of starting, so that the numbers were looking good for us, and we stuck
That's
in
incredible.
that. Yeah, we stuck in that focus, and now we're more diverse with, like, we do a lot of weddings and weekend things and stuff like that. But I don't even come from a cooking background.
That's what I was gonna. I think we talked about this, but every time I'm talking to you, you're cooking, and I'm pretty big on restaurants and things like that. But it looks incredible. I mean, always.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
And that's just came to you originally, or you just started doing it yourself?
I just learned as I went.
It looks. That's
so when I did I had chefs on the team and stuff like that, but I had chefs teach me things. I went on YouTube and I really just figured it out. And yeah, I was like slow and not good with a knife at first. Like I truly barely
hung in there.
Yeah, but I just my level of love and care that I put in with the customers, nothing was ever going out of that kitchen not being on point, you know? So, and yeah, like it's been a crazy journey. And during those 3.5 years, I'm so proud that we have perfect reviews. Like, it's actually crazy. As being a catering company, there's a lot that can go wrong. You can catch bridges. I've had 2 delivery drivers get in accidents. Look, they're fine. So, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, with
Big
food.
Time.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many moving parts that people don't realize. And, with events, there's servers, they could not show up or whatever it may be, So, but we've maintained such a high standard, and it's been amazing, and it's very rewarding that people are so appreciative. And when we do events with them, they're raving. I get people all the time text me just being like, I'm so happy I met you. I'm so happy I called you. Like, I didn't expect this. And they're very grateful. So it feels nice.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you for all the background, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So your nonprofit, Little Foodies, is doing such important work fighting child hunger. Can you share how that mission came about and what a typical weekend looks like when you're getting meals out to kids?
Yeah, so my heart was in this in college. I dabbled with it a little bit because I was a marketer in college. So I did work with a lot of restaurants, and I did find ways to give back to the community. This was at Florida State in Tallahassee. And that's how that started. But a lot of time went by in between then where I wasn't involved. But I always had this mission to feed children. Even when I was like a real estate agent and a marketer, it was just like what I wanted. It was something I wanted to do. And so when I moved to North Palm Beach, I saw a homeless family at 11 o'clock at night when it was cold. It was right after I bought. It was like a month in. And I saw them at a bus stop. There was like 12 people, and there was children sleeping on a bench on a busy road. And I just I couldn't go home. I went to McDonald's and I just gave them a bunch of food. So that started. I started feeding the streets of West Palm Beach regularly. And it was very giving back. Yeah. And it felt so good. And I think that God has appreciated, me giving love to people.
Amen.
And I started where our kitchen is located. There is actually about 2 miles south of us. There's a lot of homeless people everywhere in that area. So I would make extra food all the time, or if something was about to go bad or something, then we would make that effort. Well, I would make that effort to, I'm already doing deliveries. Let me just drop this off at these different destinations. Turns out it could be a little dangerous, so I ended up working with organizations directly to continue that mission instead of doing it so hands-on. And then this school year, it was July, and I posted on a Facebook group that I'm involved in and stuff, and I told everyone I was gonna do it. And once I put my mind on something, I'm a very obsessive, driven person.
I can see that. I like it.
Yeah,
it gets it done. But yeah, keep going. So you post it and
and I really was thinking about the crisis that we're in. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if crisis is the right word, but it is a major problem. And there's a lot of kids that are out there that during the weekends they're not really eating appropriately. They're not getting what they need, and I figured, okay, let's do something on the weekend. We'll send them home every Friday we'll send them home some meals. So they have at least a couple meals as a base, and hopefully their parents, can provide whatever they can provide or whatever the case may be. But a lot of kids are getting food. When they go to school, they get free lunch and free breakfast and lunch. I don't really know what's going on at dinner, but it does help the parents to, you only have to provide one meal. But the weekends are more challenging for the families because now they have let's say Friday night through Sunday night, you got 7 meals you got to provide. So we started doing it. It was so I made that post and then I just went for it. I was brainstorming names and stuff, and I just came up with Little Foodies, and I thought it was a fun name. And I found organizations that would take food for kids for after school programs and stuff. And I've been doing it every single Friday ever since then. So it's been about 9 months straight now, So
very cool. I love it. And how do people sign up for that? And then also, do you do that separate entirely of the catering business, correct?
So this has completely been self-funded through the company.
Wow.
And luckily, my business partners are giving nice people as well, because this is something I had to do. And I think most people would be like, no, we want that money
profit
going in our pocket.
No, that's why
I
I found you so profound. I mean, not outside of the beautiful food pictures, but
thank you.
Yeah, it's just you can see you got a heart for others, and
thank you.
Now the Lord, I didn't know that, so amen.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah. So we started off small, and it's not something that's affecting us a major way. You know what I mean? Giving back $1,200 a month in food and stuff isn't a major cost for us. You know what I mean? So we're in a position to do it. If we're already making meals that day, every day, we have contracts, right? So whatever we're making that day, or if we have extra of anything, we can just pump it out. I tried to do things that we're already creating that day, so my labor cost isn't going up a lot. You know what I mean? So
you found a way to build it into the business.
Yeah, and then for me personally, I've had my drivers do the deliveries to these locations, and now we have expanded to we're at the pretty much the max level that we're willing to do right now. And this next school year, I think we'll get more people involved that want to contribute. But we are at a place where we have certain families that we're delivering straight to their home for the family.
Wow, that's awesome.
And and some of these stories are, they're pretty tough to hear. Some of these stories of what they're dealing with and challenges in life. Mothers with cancer, sons that are, deaf, and so we heard their stories, and we wanted to just directly kind of sponsor them. And we actually just did a delivery. We started I think it was 6 weeks ago, to my old high school, and it felt so full circle.
That's so cool.
At Jupiter High, yeah.
Okay. Oh, you grew up in Florida. Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I moved here when I was 9.
And then, speaking of Jupiter, so you've built a real following with Jupiter Florida Love page, over 24,000 people. So how has that page connected you with the community, and do you see it as part of your bigger mission of giving back?
Yeah, it's that influence. So I had a marketing company before, so I used it for my clients, and it really helped them out, but I haven't really pushed it much for my personal business. I do it sometimes. I do stories light selling. For catering, spreading out the word. But I got a drone one Christmas. My mom gave me a drone, and the first video I did, it got 350,000 views. And it was wow, all of a sudden I was this local influencer. And what was I going to do with the influence, And
that's cute. It sounds like your passions, business or anything, follows your passions, which is great.
Yeah. I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship. I have entrepreneurs that I talk to pretty often, and we just strategize. I do it for free. I do it out of I love helping people, and it's something I get so lit up talking about it. So it's really easy to just spend a little bit of time on it, and I love hearing the success stories that have happened. But yeah, with the Jupiter influence, I really all of a sudden I had this following, so I'd go to different restaurants or any news going on in town, and I'd go like Facebook Live and stuff. And I'm actually shy on camera, to be honest, but I pushed through, and it was fun. I've been so busy with everything else lately that I haven't really put as much effort. You could see that I'm not posting as often, but it has a lot of beautiful content, and I'm doing future events moving forward for my nonprofit. But yeah, I used to host events and stuff on that page and just support other good business owners in the community.
So it's balancing a business, a nonprofit, and a big online community sounds like a lot. So how do you stay motivated? And maybe I should ask, how do you recharge? Is that where the boat and those sandbar days come in? A little person.
Yeah, so I'm very passionate about boating. I think, like I said, when I have a goal, I get pretty obsessive. So boating I'm not into like material stuff at all. I don't care about like a nice car, like especially because I drive so much depreciating cars. I don't drive nice cars.
They're not an investment.
Yeah.
That's what my dad's.
Boating is the one thing that I want to spend money on, and it brings so much joy and happiness to me. So that's my getaway. And I'm going to travel to Cape Cod this summer for quite some time, get away. And that's my...
do you do business up there?
No. I have
catering?
some friends
Okay.
in Nantucket and Cape Cod and stuff. I've been going every summer since I was like a kid. So it's like I like to follow the good weather. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of boaters. I have boater friends there too. And then they come down here and we trade off. So
Perfect.
It's nice. Yeah. So like I have... goals that are pretty expensive with the boating, and I want to be seasonal. I want to spend like 2 months every year just kind of traveling or being in Cape Cod. So if you want those goals to hit, you got to work really hard. And as far as motivated, I mean,
I don't really like that word, but it seems like you are passionate, and I love the story about waking up and shouting and praise the Lord that you did that.
Yeah.
And then way leads on to way, and you obviously clearly work hard. So
yeah, to be honest, how hard I work, I think it would only be appropriate to like turn it down as far as like I don't even want to admit how much I work. I don't even consider myself a workaholic. It's just that
Nantucket. Well, at least you're doing what you love. Nantucket isn't too far away.
Yeah.
Right now.
So, but yeah,
coming out of season.
Yeah. But I like last year, the contracts we took on and this and that, I averaged 90 hours a week last year. And, I'm just very motivated, and I'm just, I don't know how I'm wired to this level.
I think it's beautiful. I love it. But keep going. Otherwise, I just want to know, like, as far as entrepreneurship, everybody knows it's one of the most brutal things in the world, especially. But I do wonder often, like, if you are passionate about what you're doing, but you were stuck in some marketing firm and you're dreaming about, catering food, you're like, where's this coming from? With all the epiphany you had that evening. But, like, obviously, even though you're that passionate and that, you're business isn't invisible, so things come up. What have been like some of the hardest hurdles, and when you thought you were going to give up but you didn't, are you happy you didn't?
So entrepreneurship was my first business was walking dogs as a kid. So
how old?
I was 11.
Yeah, I sold hang taffies.
My first marketing material was printing something up and putting it at the pool.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And then I got sales strategy right away because I am a salesman, I'll tell you. I would walk this dog, Daisy, my first dog I got, I still remember. And I would talk to everyone else walking their dogs, and I'd be like, hey, if you ever need someone, there's going to be times you're busy. I get home at school at 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and like sometimes you're running late, or if you want to just take certain, so I was wired that way. Point
I
is,
love
is that
these are the best stories ever.
And then I had a marketing company in college. I had a Thai company in college. Real estate kind of feels like entrepreneurship because you're directly the success of it if you're going to make it in that. But And then, I've been doing this, and I've just learned so much along the way, and that's why I love sharing, like, lessons learned for, to other entrepreneurs and stuff. A lot of these experiences, I've been in this position before, it's been a journey. As far as, like, being so wired, like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm just gonna say it. Like, I'm looking at the future in a very different way than I think a lot of people are. I think that entrepreneurship's like the cool thing to do right now, right? But I think that it's just getting more and more competitive every day, and it's just
in your specific industry or entrepreneurship as a whole?
Entrepreneurship in general. I mean, when I say this, people are like, "Wait, that's not your competition." It's like, yes, it is. Like, I compete against Amazon every day. I compete against Whole Foods. Mm-hmm. They have catering. They do office catering.
You offer that personal touch. Well, I get what you're saying. But
during the week, Monday through Friday, I focus on office catering as like the big thing that we do. And there's a lot of people trying to scale. I'm trying to scale. Everyone wants to scale, right? That's like what entrepreneurship is all about. It's like, okay, like, I mean, not everyone wants to scale. Some people just want to be a small business, be comfortable, and that's fine. And they're happy. That's great, right? But if you have investors involved, if you have big goals, it's all about scaling. So it's so competitive to get there. So I'm working really hard now, being that I'm a single man and I don't have a family. I don't have, even a girlfriend right now. So I'm putting in the work now. I want to be a present father one day, and I want to be a good husband, and I want to put in the hard work now. So in like a couple years from now, I'm very available, and our family's doing great financially, and I
love that. No, that's amazing.
Yeah,
cool.
So that's like a driver for me. I always say, like, my future wife would be so proud right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, she will. No. Okay, so, perseverance, obviously, just seems like that might just be in your blood. But was it that moment that kept you going was like the epiphany, or do you think that's just built into you? And then when you talk about scaling and things, I mean, what are kind of your solutions for yourself, if you don't mind sharing?
To
tackle that.
I'm a fighter. I am like, there's no quit in me. If it makes no sense, when I had to stop shipping food, we lost about $40,000 in 3 months at the very end, when the shipping delays were out of control, labor shortage. And I made a decision that I had to stop, and there was no choice. I just bought my condo, and there was I can't keep losing money. I lost a lot of customers in a short period of time. It wasn't a business anymore. So calculated quitting is a thing, right? If anyone was in that position, most people would, but I pivoted. Instead of quitting, I kept the company alive. I worked so hard to build a base.
I like that pivot. Yeah.
Yeah. So even though we were a nationwide company, we still had, I think we had about 800 customers in Palm Beach County, or maybe it was like 600. But either way, we had some type of base here. I had connections here, so I was like, I can figure this out. I'm not a quitter. And I wish I could share all the stories of just continuing to go. I mean, I've had crazy situations happen. I've had trucks of $100,000 worth of seafood get delivered to my facility, and it's all at like 65 degrees, and I can't serve it safe. And the trucking company found a way to finesse me, and I lost that. I've been in a lot of challenging positions, but I've done a really good job with strategy and leveraging my resources and finding win-wins. It's all about win-wins. Mm-hmm. And
optimistic.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. Yeah. So that's part of the question you asked. What was another part of it that I didn't answer? I'm trying to remember.
Perseverance. Clearly have. No, I think that was great. I'm so in the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so, for people listening right now who want to help, whether it's supporting Little Foodies, booking Made You Hungry, or even just getting involved locally, what's the best way they can take action today?
I think it would be amazing if anyone wanted to sponsor a family directly, or if you wanted to donate to, let's say, whatever amount you feel comfortable with. Hey, this weekend, you could donate to 20 kids for, this amount. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we have our meals for like the individual meals we do that we've been doing this whole time, we average around $4.50 a meal, and they're good quality. They're catered quality food. They're
great. I hope. Yeah, I mean, you should, and I hope everyone goes to look at Made You Hungry. Yeah.
So to answer that question directly, so we have Little Foodies Florida. If you were to go on our Instagram, or you could always email me, littlefoodiesflorida@gmail.com.
And we can put that on the website too.
Okay.
Your food pictures are great.
Yeah, I mean, we can customize anything you would like to do. If you would like to sponsor a family, we could put you in touch with them, and you could like FaceTime them or whatever makes your heart feel good about it, an intro or whatever.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't like done much of that, but that's kind of where this is going for us. It seems like is that some of these families that are really in need, when people reach out to me and I hear these stories, like I'm just like, okay, let's find a way, So, yeah, I would really appreciate that, and I think that we had our first event like 2 weeks ago, and it was decent. We got about 50 people, but it was nice for our first one. I didn't advertise super hard. I kind of just did something casual, but we'll do something pretty big before the school year. So
okay, cool. I was just about to ask that. Do you take season, or do you have anything coming up, or?
Yeah, I think right before the school year would make sense. Right before I go to Cape Cod, like literally, like that'd be like the last day.
Perfect.
Do that, and if you follow us on like Facebook or Instagram, that would be a really good way to just stay in touch. And you can always write us directly, and any way you'd want to help, that would be amazing. We'd really appreciate it. You could always just Zelle us or something, and we could figure out what you want to what you'd like to give. Perfect.
I love it. All right. Well, Josh, you are such a great example of using your talents and ties to give back right here at home. For you listening, if you're moved by Josh's work, it encourages you, reach out, support Little Foodies with a donation, volunteer your time, or even just share their mission. And if you're looking for your own way to make an impact, let today be the sign, because whether it's feeding kids, supporting local businesses like Made You Hungry, or building community online, there's a place for everyone to pitch in. So, Josh, thank you for joining us, and we can't wait to see what's next for you. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you. This was so fun. Never done anything like this before, but it was awesome, and you made it easy. And thank you so much.